Welcome to the part 2 of Squid Game character creation tutorial series. So in this video, we will finish up our feeds. We will add build here, we will add a pocket, mask, and add the zip details. So let's get started. So first of all, go to the front view, go to the edit mode, go to the edge selection and select this loop with Alt, Shift and left click, and then zoom in here and just deselect these three loops, three edges. So go to the side view now and let's just make extrude here. So as you can see, our reference is not matching from the side view, so we'll just, for temporary, we have to just adjust it like this. So let's just move it around here and let's start matching again. So we have to move it this edge loop like here, and then go to the front view, select these three edges, go to the side view and make an extrude here, and one more extrude to the down like this. So now select these three edges and just press F to fill it, and also fill this, and select this loop with Alt, Shift and left click and press F to fill. One more thing that I need to do is, you can see it's not straight, so to make it straight, press S, Z and scale it on 0. So as you can see, it's straight now. So now let's just move on to the mask now. So go to the edit mode, vertex selection and select a vertex here and press Shift S and cursor to the selection. So now we have cursor to selection. I did it because I want to add the sphere in the exact center. So press Shift A and add an icosphere, and let's just decrease up, and let's just decrease the values like this to make it a little low poly. Okay, so this seems fine. Let's just right click and make it shade smooth and make it small like this. Move it toward the Y direction to make it in front like this, and just scale it down like this. Okay, so from the front view it look fine. Just move on to the right side view, and as you can see, we have to adjust it a little like this. Okay, so if we go to the wireframe here and go to the edit mode, just select these two vertices, turn on the proportional editing and just scroll to make the circle huge, and let's just start a little adjustment like this. Okay, so simple as that. Now we have to make this geometry, this shape. So for that I have to rotate my sphere like this and just move it around here. Go to the edit mode again, do some simple proportions like this, and just select this edge loop with Alt, Shift and left click, bevel it with Ctrl B, and there we have. Just move it a little around here so we can match it perfectly. Okay, so after that I have to delete the remain sphere here because we actually don't need it. So let's just delete this part of our sphere and delete these vertices. So as you can see, our mesh is clean now. So let's just make one more thing, that I have to make this in mirror. So just go to the edit mode and add a loop here with Ctrl R and press left click to confirm that, and let's just select the remaining half side, the left side, and just delete that. And now we have to add the mirror modifier to mirror it, and now also turn on the clipping so it don't get overlap to each other. Okay, so simple as that. Now we have to go to the face selection, and by right side view we have to select this loop. So that's this geometry here, but we also have to do this one. So let's just make some geometry here. So let's just select this one and grab it a little to the X direction. Deselect this one, grab it again a little to the X direction, and deselect this one and make it, grab it to like here, and just select this one and move it around here. Okay, so now we just have to add a loop here. So with Ctrl R and just make loop here like this. Okay, so now we have to do the selection. So I will select these three faces, these four actually, and after that I have to select this loop and Shift D to make a duplicate of it, and then P and then selection to make this selection separate object. So now we go to the object mode. As you can see, this place is now separate object. So we can just apply the rotation and scale, and then apply the solidify modifier to give it some thickness. So we have to give it in the minus like this, and as you can see the shading is pretty much bad. So just go here to the object data properties panel and turn on the auto smooth to make it fix. One more thing that we need is from the front view we have to make select all of the edge here. So select all of the edge here, and also this one edge, just deselect this one and go to the front view, just move it around here with like this. So, and by pressing S, X and 0 we can make it straight, and also do the same thing for this side. So just select it like this, go to the front view and S, X and 0 to make it straight. S, X and 0 to make it straight. Okay, so there we have. After that we have to just remove this loop which we added for this geometry. So just dissolve this edge, so by pressing X and then dissolve edges. So as you can see it's looking fine now, just the size is a little huge. So we can also adjust this one, the hoodie, a little. So I will just move a little this one to the X direction and it got fixed. So after that we have to add the build here. So for that first I have to make this fold. So just select this loop and Control R and add a loop here, grab it down like this and just scale it with S. Add one more loop with Control R, grab it here and make it S and scale it a little down. Okay, so now we have the fold type. So just select all of the faces and Shift D to make a duplicate of it, and P to make this this object separate, and just go here, add a solidify modifier. Before that we have to apply the scale and rotation. So Control A and add a scale and rotation, and after that we have to adjust the thickness. So again we have to go in minus. So the build is ready. As you can see, just the shading is a little smooth, so we have to fix it. So just decrease the smooth value and we will get something like this. Okay, so we are happy with it. Just I want to make this loop a little up like this. Okay, so there we go. So after that we have to create this thing. So for this we can simply add our cursor here, Shift D to add Shift A to add a Q, scale it down. Okay, one more thing, you notice that whenever we add in edit mode an object, it will be mirror. So just turn on the clipping here, scale it down like this, and then turn on the clipping again, so it don't clip to each other. So I will scale it down, go to the front side view, scale it with X. I will just move it here, scale it with X down, and with dot I have to focus on it and just scale it down with Y. So there we have just to rotate this object. So just rotate it like this. From the front view, go to the edit mode, select this loop and grab it up like here, but from the center we have to make it outside. So just go to the wireframe, select Control R and add 2 loops and push the loops toward the Y direction. So I will press G and Y and it will look like this. So for the front one I have to select the top and just move it a little toward the up direction a little more, and from the side view I can adjust it somewhere around here. Okay, so select the bottom and go to the side view, rotate this one a little like this and just move it toward the direction. And right click and make it shade smooth to fix up the smoothing issue. Okay, so there we have. Okay, so we also need this thing on the back. So just select this one with L and make a duplicate of it. So I will go to the right side view, Shift D to duplicate it, go grab it to the y direction and put it somewhere around there, and just rotate it with z direction 180 degree. Okay, so after that just simply adjust the rotation like this, and also I will put it somewhere around here. Again, we need one more thing, that we have to select this one, this whole loops, and just scale it with z direction. Okay, so it seems better now. Okay, so now just add the buckle here. So for that I have to make my cursor here. So I will select a vertex here, this one, the front vertex, and just press Shift S and cursor to the selection. So I move my cursor here and just simply add a cube, scale it down, move it toward the Y direction, just press the dot button to zoom it, and scale it with Y direction, move it here, go to the front view, scale it with X, sorry, and move it toward the Z, scale it with Z, simply Control R, add two loops and scale it with X. And now we have to select these two faces, go to the front view, extrude it down like here. Okay, one more extrude, and now we can simply fill these two. So just press F. Okay, so delete the faces. I will select the whole loop, this one loop, press F3 and make it bridge. So bridge edge loop, select on this one, and we get this thing. So go to the front view again, just move it like here. And one more thing that we need is to bevel up these edges a little. So I will select all of the four edges, the corner one, Control B to make it bevel. But as you can see, our bevel is not working fine. So it's because we didn't apply the scale and rotation. So just Control A, apply scale and rotation, go to the edit mode, Control B, and bevel it somewhere like here. And by scroll we have to add a loop here, and there we have. Now right click and make it shade smooth. Just go here to the object data properties and turn on the auto smooth and just smooth it like this. Okay, so it seems fine for now. So I will put it around here. Okay, so now it's time to create the zip. So for zip I have to create a loop here, but we don't need the loop for around all of our object. So I just need it here. So for that I have to block the topology. So here is a trick. We have to select the start of the zip. So right click, make it duplicate, make it subdivide, and just with double G move it around here. So that's the start of our zip. And okay, and now press the question mark button on your keyboard to make this object solo, so we can work with only this object for now. So okay, so I want to end up my zip here, so I will just select these two vertices, or you can easily select this edge, right click, make it subdivide, go to vertex and just move this one vertex around here with double G. And now if I just select these two vertices and press J, I can join it like this. We can also make this line straight, so for that S, X and 0 to make it straight like this. Okay, now select the object and press the question mark button again to unsolo it. And the last thing that we need to do is to add one more loop here. So I will add a loop here. Just select these two, right click, subdivide, move this one around here, select this one and make it J to join it. And we have to just thread this one, so S, X and 0, and there we have. Okay, so now the final thing we need to do is to make it solo again. So press the question mark button, select this one, right and Control Shift and left click. Okay, go to the edge selection, select this one edge and control shift and left click to select the whole edge and just move it toward the y direction like this. Now select this one loop with control shift and left click, go to the front view and just move it around here. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is to select this loop and control E to mark it, to make it mark sharp, and also move it toward the y direction like this. Select this one, make it control R, mark and mark sharp. So now we get the zip shape. So let's just, the final thing, so now we have to add the pocket. So go to the edit mode, go to the wireframe, and there we have the pocket place, so we have to add it like here. Okay, so the easy way to add the pocket is to select these four faces, shift D to make a duplicate of it, and then press P to separate this selection, and just turn on the mirror because we just need one pocket. And now we have to add some edge loops, so control R, add a loop here, control R and add loop here. Just select this one vertex and double G to make it like here, this one also. So go to the face selection, delete the rest of the faces, and there we have the pocket shape. Select these two edges, press double G to move it around here. So now press Ctrl A and apply rotation and scale. Go to the modifier setting, add a solidify, and just go it with minus like this. And by going to the object data properties, just decrease up the smooth value like this. Okay, so now select the loop and by double G just move it around here. Go to the modifier setting and click on only rim. So if we solo our object, we can see what this option do is. Now you can see the face is filled, but if we press on only rim, it just delete these faces because this face is inside the body, so we actually don't need that. So I just click on only rim to delete that. And now we have to apply this modifier. Go to the edit mode, select these two faces, extrude it toward the outside. Let's just select this one vertex, move it around here, this one here. So decrease the smooth angle like this, and select this vertex and just move it somewhere around here, this one vertex here. Okay, so decrease the smooth angle to make it look something like this. So we will just add a button here. So I will select this one vertex, shift S and move my cursor here, and just press shift A and add a simple circle. I will scale it down, but before that I have to decrease up the vertex. So let's just make it somewhere around 9. Scale it down, go to the right side, rotate it with 90 degree, go to the edit mode and just extrude it with Y direction one time, extrude Y and S to scale it, and just F to fill it. So now just add the rotation. So I will rotate it with Z, with RZ and like this, and right click to make it shade smooth, and just move it up like this. Rotate this one, move it here, and rotate this one like this. You can also select the last edge loop and move it toward the back a little, so it don't affect the object. Okay, so there we have. Just I need to add the last detail. So I will go to the edit mode, just select this one, this loop, Control B to add a bevel like this, and select the center edge and scale it with S. toward the inside. And just select these two vertex, scale it with X a little, so we get a smoother bevel like this. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys like our character. Hope you guys learned something from this video, and if you learned something, just press up the like and share it with your friends to become a 3D character modeler. And for now, bye.